everyone, this is Kimspirational from Kimspirational.com, and today we're going to do a 3-card reading on angels. Now, angels are celestial beings that have never lived on earth. They're fascinating because if you think about spirits leave earth, they go back into the heavenly plane, and they also go back with ego. And so they learn to be able to shed that ego and maybe to become like angelic beings so that they can help us further on earth, or that they can come back to earth and be able to look at things from a non-ego way of thinking. But the angels themselves have no ego, and they stay above us, they stay in a higher consciousness, and basically that's what they're there for, is to bring us to a higher awareness or a higher consciousness while we're living. So imagine they have no ego and you do, and so if we were to allow them to think for us, we would be able to get further quicker from a spiritual point of view. Now, we have guardian angels that have lived with us every single lifetime that we've been on earth. So for me, that would mean that they know us better than we know ourselves. And so each and every day, if we ask our angels for help, they will come to our rescue. And they will show us the human steps that we can take to fix things for ourselves. I mean, certainly they don't want us to be codependent and have them do everything for us, because that wouldn't be cool. And we would leave the earth plane feeling like I wasn't in control of things. I didn't gain my confidence, kind of thing. And so the angels are there to help us find confidence within ourselves to do things for ourselves. Now, your job is going to be to pick between numbers 1, 2, and 3. But I want you to think about if the angels were to come to you on a daily basis, how do you think they're coming to you? I mean, many of us know that we get signs like feathers. We get signs like nickels, quarters, coins that are falling on the ground, or coins that we find in different places. And we think, okay, cool, this is really cool. Thank you, angels. The first couple of times it's either really exciting or we think it's just so-so. But at one point we kind of shrug it off, thinking, you know, okay, this happens all the time. Maybe it's an angel, maybe it's not. You know, the other day I was drinking coffee and I put milk in the coffee, and on top, just where the milk was poured, it formed a picture of a whale. And the whale was spraying out water from its spout. And I thought, wow, this is so cool. And I took a picture of it because I didn't want to forget this as a sign. Because for me, I know that when the angels bring me an animal, I know that they're teaching me something very important. So the whale has to do with going great distances. And that's something that I've recently done in my life, obviously, moving to Europe and being in a strange place, different language, all that stuff. It's been a journey. But I think the whale was teaching me something else. The whale was teaching me to go further on my spiritual journey. And that might mean taking a deep breath and then going down deeper and deeper and deeper into the soul of maybe a problem I'm having, or even seeing things deeper from a spiritual level and getting deeper, happier meaning from it. It doesn't always have to be a problem that's a problem. It could be just solving things deeper and deeper and clearer as we go. And so I take that very seriously, and the whale has actually shown up in my life many, many times. I know it comes from my angels because one time when I asked for a sign, a very clear sign that I could understand, I looked up and in the clouds I saw a whale. Almost the exact same picture that was in my coffee cup, but it was, spraying water from the spout, and it was before I had taken a long journey in my life. So signs and symbols and ways of communications are going to be coming, and they could come in all different forms. It could be visual, like I saw, and it could be auditory. It could be something that comes in your knowing, or just a feeling, but the angels will always find a way to communicate with you. You just need to figure out what radio station you're in or they're in and try to align with them. And when you do, it's just magical. Lots and lots of symbols and signs and understanding of them will come to you. So again, if you haven't already, pick between numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I will see what the angels have to say to you. If you've chosen card number 1, then the card has to do with going outdoors. Now, this is important because we're coming on to a time of year where it's getting nicer outside, and we have no more excuses. So getting outside, getting fresh air is very important. And when you do breathe in fresh air or drink clean, clear water, you can actually access information from the angels clearer. So even if you can't go outside at this time, if you were to get in the bathtub, for example, go in a natural space where you're going to be connecting with either water, air, or all the elements. You could put a candle on for fire, and you could have some stones with you for grounding and for earth elements. And then you could have your little outdoor space indoors if you need to, and be able to connect with your intuition. And this will bring you lots of spiritual understanding. Now, what I'm hearing in my ear, in my inner ear, is that the angels are telling you that you're scattered in many different places right now. And so it doesn't mean that you're in the wrong direction, but you just have so many right directions happening right now that you're not paying attention to one particular place in your life where you could be actually moving forward quicker than you are at the moment. So pay attention, because the angels are going to be bringing you to different places, different spaces in the next little while, and it will make you feel even more scattered if you're not careful. And I'm also getting the feeling that there's certain colors that you're going to be asked to have around you, and the green color is coming very, very specific to me at this moment. Now, green has to do with healing for me, so keep that in mind. So you might want to wear it, you might want to have green plants around you, or have green on the wall in front of you, or a green color card at your desk at work. But green could calm you, it could help make things grow within you, and it could just be your spiritual growth. Okay? So align with whatever feels right to you, and green again connects with nature for me, so which would be connected to outdoors. So if you can, get outside, and even if you're still within winter and you have snow where you are, there are evergreen trees. Go find one and hug it. It's always fun to hug a tree. Okay, so if you've picked card number 2, then your card is victory. Victory. So when I think of victory, I think, wow, the angels are congratulating you because you've taken a step and you are where you need to be. Again, every time I do these readings, it's like a theme. So even if you've picked the other numbers, just pay attention. But what I see for you in the victory section is leadership. So this is going to be a time in your life where you're going to be called to step up to the plate and help lead others in good ways. Now, when we're leading others, it's important to understand not to push them too quickly, and also not to push them where you feel that they need to go, but to lead others maybe through your example and allowing others to pick from that and pick the good from it so that they can lead themselves. It's all about giving people encouragement so that they can go further in their development. Now, if you've picked card number 2, then you're also being called to grab a hold of your passion. So unfinished business or unfinished creative works need to be picked up and finalized so that you can feel great about yourself, and then you can move on to another project. So you're just going to feel better and better and better. So if you have a closet that is driving you crazy and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to get to that, I'm going to clean it up, or if there's paperwork or taxes or whatever, you just got to get it done, then go and do it. And at each interval, at each step, you're just going to feel amazing. And you'll feel like you've accomplished something great, even though it's something small. Okay, so if you've picked card number 3, then this card is for you. Oh, we have a jumper. Oh, so you know what to do. So if you've picked card number 3, then you're being told that you have a knowing, like tap into your knowing. Now, 1 and 2 seems to be about taking control of your situation. I would say number 1 is more about feeling your way through things, or sitting, being still so that you can have the angels come to you through feelings in lots of different ways. The second one is about kind of taking physical control. Okay, so if you've picked card number 3, you know what to do. What to do. So this is a knowing. You know what to do. You also know who you are. This brings me to an animal or an insect that would be one that we would see each spring and summer, but the dragonfly. The dragonfly also is a teacher telling you you know who you are, or you know what to do. The dragonfly teaches you wisdom, and it also teaches you that as you get older, you become wiser. And so they just keep bringing the image of the dragonfly to me, so this is very important. And also, the angels are showing me that no matter what direction you go, the answer will always be there. So, for the most part, everything that you've done has been okay up until this part. If something went wrong, you figured it out. And you will have the same types of patterns in the future, or you can switch that through your knowing, through maybe history of your life, or you can also watch other people, see how they do it, and get a knowing of how you would like to do it instead. The only warning that's coming with card number 3 is that it's showing you not to put your knowings on other people. So allow other people their process. And what they're showing me is especially feelers. So you know clearly who you are. You got to stand by that. But you need to allow others who are not able to know to be able to feel their way through their own mistakes. And if they make a mistake, it's not a mistake because it's just like you. You went certain directions and it worked or it didn't. And the answer came your own way. So I just see 2 horns coming together with knowers and feelers at this time, where they're not going to feel like they're being heard. So it might be a time of patience and caring for yourself and a little bit for other people, and allowing people their process and to be able to finish sentences, as an example. Now, the angels are coming in as a general message right now. Actually, it's Archangel Michael coming in, and he's saying that things are going to get smoother and smoother and smoother as long as we are living from the heart. So keep living from the heart. Keep doing things from the heart, and you cannot go wrong. Left, right, up, down, forward, backwards, from the heart. Just try that and see where things go. You may be very pleasantly surprised. And ask your angels each and every day to help you. Because if you do not ask for help, they are not allowed by the law of free will to come in and scoop you up out of your situation. So direct the angels to direct you, and you will get your directions. Thank you so very much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone. I hope that this helped in some way.